as I'm getting ready or preparing to install the Midnight Solar, the MNE 125AL Plus panel. So these are all the components, and trying to line up things here, trying to see how we're gonna put this thing in place. So guys, this is what I have here. So this is for the OUTBACK FX 3048 MT inverter charger made by OUTBACK Power. So the panel itself is designed for the OUTBACK and made by MIDNITE Solar Incorporated. And we have back there is the mounting stuff at the back, and you can see um, like a nose cone here is a conduit that's supposed to, the OUTBACK is gonna get into that position. And this is the panel, the cover that's gonna be on top of these, that panel right there. But this is where you're gonna be mounting the inverter and your charge controller as well. The inverter is gonna be utilizing a space from here to here and there and there. So you have the AC power, the input and output, which are these stuff right here. So if you don't have one of the knockouts, so it came with it, the knockout for the OUTBACK. So you have the AC in and AC out, and the other stuff here, you can put your remote sensor, battery temperature sensor you can get from that side. So these are all the PVC conduit connectors, and they're gonna go right from here. You get this stuff all installed. So guys, let's check this out. I'm gonna demonstrate, and let me bring you to the command center to see the inverter I'm talking about here. Stay tuned. So I'm speaking to you right now. This is the inverter, the FX 3048 3 kilowatt 48 volt MT. This is the mobile version. So you guys seen the last time I ordered this cone right here, which is the DC conduit, and this one is gonna be mounted on the back of the plate I just showed you, and that will be here where my hands are, right here, all the way down to that hole. That hole at the bottom, this one here, that's where the wire is gonna be passing. See that wire that goes over there? They're gonna be coming through here, that goes to the E panel. That'll be right there. The wire is gonna come right here. So we have this thing aligned in a way that it can fit. There's the left side. The only thing I don't like about it, because this guy, the bypass here is gonna be on the wall. Likewise, this main breaker, the main shutoff, the main breaker for the batteries is gonna be on the wall. So right now we already have this thing anchored here, and this is where that's how it's gonna open up. See that? That's how it's gonna open, and we can open this one widely while we are working on the inverter respectively. So we can able to open up and see the wires there. We want to do some connection and whatever. So this is how it's gonna open up, and the OUTBACK is gonna be resting right on top of this panel right here, and I have to take it from the wall and set it up here, and charge controller is gonna be sitting there. So you can take this device right here that showed you the DC conduit that looks like a nose. It will sit right on these two slice cut right here, and goes that way and goes that way. Okay, that's how it's gonna sit. So it's gonna be like that, and there is a hole for screw back here, which we're gonna utilize a screw to hold this panel from falling back. So the OUTBACK is gonna just sit from top here all the way back there. So when it blows the air, when the turbo fan kicks in, it blows all the way inside the E panel as well. So this is how the E panel with the OUTBACK is gonna look like when I get done. And I hope guys you like this, and we're gonna install that. We're gonna screw the OUTBACK here, the 4 mounts, bolt and nuts. You're gonna sit right there, and they all came with it. And we're gonna have a space right here, we can able to install the MIDNITE Solar, MIDNITE Classic, or the OUTBACK. It depends what we want to install here. If it's for the Classic, it has a vent on the back where it breathes. So the OUTBACK has a knockout hole, likewise the MIDNITE as well, so that your wires can go through here. So you can hide all the wires, and they can come and attach them where you want them. Okay, so it's gonna sit right there. So I just want to show you, this is how the build is gonna look like, and this other devices here, and we're gonna set up this device as we have time to do that, and this is what is happening now. So I'm bringing you back inside so that you can be able to see how the OUTBACK's gonna sit. So all the box is gonna look white now because the Magnum is all white, so it's gonna be like that, and they're gonna sit. So that box is gonna utilize a space all the way here, very close to the Magnum. It's gonna be very close to here from side to side. So that bypass switch I was talking about, it's gonna be on the left corner right there with the power, you know, like this one here, turn on and off. So this guy is gonna go off, this thing. I'm gonna take this one, and this OUTBACK is gonna be mounted where I was showing you where the charge controller is gonna go. It's gonna mount it just like this. All the wires gonna be inside, so nothing is gonna be exposed because it has a center, a hole right in the center. It has some holes underneath there. So all these things gonna be very nice and neat. So this box I'm gonna take out for another project. I have this is the Flexware 500. This is the DC side of it, and I have the Flexware 500, the AC. So those ones I'm gonna be using on the other OUTBACKs. That's the OBX. If you haven't seen those inverters, I made some videos about those inverters on my playlist. Check it out. You will see what I was talking about. This is the Flexware 500 DC. It has all the breakers and all that stuff. So we're taking this. We're about to install it, but I'm not gonna use this one because these boxes are bigger, and I don't want the install to look just like this. So I want the install to be mounted just like this guy, like the MMP. So something like this is gonna look like that. That box I can able to use for the Magnum as well if I wanted to. So I can able to use on this one if I wanted to. So this is the inverter, the OUTBACK, and it's gonna be really nice. And since I have more OUTBACK machines, so I'm gonna take this because I just want to utilize that space. So it will sit right there and flush there and gets a more clean setup. And this guy is gonna be out, and this guy is gonna be sitting on top of the E panel, and it's just a clean setup. And the wire is gonna be coming out just like that. You know, those are the wires that goes to the 2 conduit that I'll show you, the black ones. So the wire is gonna be hiding and go out. All right, the inside. So take care, like and subscribe.